Well, with regard to Turkish UAE relationship, I can say that we established diplomatic relations immediately after the 71 declaration. So we are nowadays celebrating the 40th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations between Turkey and UAE. And with the opening of our embassy here in Abu Dhabi back in 1979, this relationship has gained momentum, and nowadays we are enjoying excellent relations between Turkey and UAE in all spheres, I would say, starting from the political one all the way going down to social as well. And thanks to our leadership, of course, both in the UAE and in Turkey, who have made this possible throughout these years. And I can summarize our relationship as a strategic dialogue between the two countries. Before going into the main agenda items, I would like to underline that although we do not have common borders with the UAE, with the GCC countries, we have some other things in common, many things in common. I think this is our advantage. This is the starting point of all these excellent relationships between our countries. Political relations are very important, of course, which gives us the guidance to develop other spheres, other sectors. And nowadays, economic relations, trade relations are the locomotive of this relationship, I would say. GCC is a very important region for us, and we attach great importance to our relations with all the GCC countries, and in particular with the UAE. And UAE, for example, is the biggest trading partner of Turkey in this region, in the GCC region. So this shows the importance of our relationship. I don't know if I should go directly into the figures, statistics. Our trade relations are developing rapidly. Last year, in 2011, we reached 5.3 billion US dollars trade volume between the two countries. And this year we are hoping to go beyond 7 billion. Well, our Arab brothers and sisters are already in Turkey. They've been investing immensely during the last period. We, of course, expect these figures to grow in the near future because the Turkish government has recently taken some new initiatives with regards to investments. We have introduced a new set of incentives for investors, for local and international investors in Turkey. And also the Turkish parliament recently passed a law allowing the foreigners to buy properties in Turkey. So through these, we expect more and more investments from the GCC, especially from the UAE, in the coming months and years. So far, UAE investments in Turkey have amounted to almost 4 billion US dollars.
But in which specific sectors?
In different areas, in real estate. For example, as you all know, as we all know, food security is one of the main agenda items here in the UAE. And in terms of agriculture and food, Turkey has a very rich potential which can be exploited in that sense.
How about the tourism sector? There's daily flights from Turkish Airlines and from Emirates.
Tourism sector is a very big and important one for Turkey, for us. Last year we had more than 31.5 million tourists from all around the world. And Turkey has become the 6th most popular touristic destination in the world. And this year we are expecting more than 33 million tourists from all around the world. And the number of UAE citizens visiting Turkey is also increasing day by day. Last year we had more than 35,000 UAE citizens going to Turkey. And this year we hope to reach most probably 60,000. So an increase of almost 80%, I would say, more than 80%, which is very encouraging. This shows the sympathy and the interest that both countries and the peoples have towards each other. Also, the number of Turkish tourists visiting UAE is increasing day by day. And thanks to the, of course, daily flights of Emirates, Etihad and Turkish Airlines and other airliners as well. I think the dynamism that we have was the main ingredient, because we have the youngest population in Europe. We have a population of 75 millions. But just to give you an example, I have to underline that the number of primary, secondary, and high school students nowadays in Turkey is more than 18 million. So this gives you an idea about the potential that we have. And of course, thanks to the firm and decisive policies of the government and the continuity of these policies and the stability that we have in our country, allowed us to reach these goals, let me put it like that. Turkey has been growing quite rapidly during the last decade. Last year, we grew almost 8.7%. The previous year, it was 8.9%. But this year, taking into consideration the developments in Europe and in the world markets as well, the government decided to slow it down a bit. And the figures of the first quarter show us that the growth rate is around 3.2%.
And with such a young economy, as you were describing, so many people under the age of 25 living in Turkey, aspects such as education, investment in science and technology must be crucial. How
yes,
is the
of course.
Aligning itself for the future?
The government is investing in big numbers into all these sectors that you have just mentioned, because we have to meet the demand as well, the growing population of Turkey. Nowadays, the Turkish economy is the 16th largest economy in the world. And we have this vision for 2023, which is the 100th anniversary of the Republic of Turkey. So by 2023, we would like to become one of the 10 largest economies in the world. And in terms of numbers of tourists, for example, we want to reach 50 million by 2023. We would like to generate a GDP of $2 trillion by 2023. Trade volume of 1 billion, more than 1 trillion US dollars. And per capita income of over $25,000 US.